There's like the dirtiest secret in information security, like offensive testing, that either everyone knows and there's an understanding that we don't talk about it, or or maybe I'm not in the know, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. But anything with like offensive security, cybersecurity, information security, there's this fundamental flaw where my grandma says you're unhackable. Like, go with me for a second. I hire my grandma for $50,000 to conduct a penetration test on your network. And she has no idea what she's doing. She's like 98 at this point. She knows computers exist. That is actually, she knows more than me for so many things because I'm in my basement. Either way, I hire her. She hacks away at your network and then produces a report, which is a great report because she's a really good writer. She's been writing for 98 years, which says no vulnerabilities. The company's secure. It's great. Like the company is secure. You're good. You don't need anything else. But that same thing, a 4-year-old, anyone who's unskilled in the field, if you get an unskilled tester, whether it's for software security, network security, firewall management, like any of these things, because not all systems are going to be hacked. Like most networks, like most corporate networks, can sit with vulnerabilities for years. Heck, like look at Sony. Sony had the SQL injection vulnerability heard around the world, and it just took years for someone to find it and target it. So if you have either, we all know, given enough time, money, or resources, any system can be hacked. But this specifically is such a problem because you have compliances and requirements which says you need to get a penetration test or you need to get a software security analysis done. And if you hire an unskilled tester, this is why pen test mills exist. And this is kind of why the whole field has turned gross at times, where it's just treated like janitorial services. Do a penetration test, give a report, and move on. And if you hire a terrible tester, they test, they find nothing, or they find low-hanging fruit. They find, you're missing headers in your web application. You're not using the proper ciphers, but they miss the cross-site scripting, the SQL injection, the authentication bypass. You're secure. That report goes to the developers who haven't really understood some of the security, or they're just under really strict timelines to push out their product. And they pass, check in the box. And I don't have a great fix. I do have some fixes for this, which I would recommend you push on when you take on this responsibility, or if you're one of the testers. But this is the importance of having a methodology. It doesn't even have to be a crazy strict methodology, but here is the steps we take within your application. First, we enumerate all the functions, all the endpoints. We review the code, or we look at every one of the systems. We look at what services are available. Having a strict methodology, which you can attach to your report of saying, here is the things we did, which issued no vulnerabilities. That's awesome. That is something the client actually gets value out of, or your client or enterprise gets value out of, which doesn't require this hidden secret box testing, which requires a skilled tester. They get, here's the methodology followed, here's all the things we completed. The other way I think to combat this idea of it doesn't matter who does the testing is separate this idea of penetration testing and vulnerability assessments or vulnerability scans. I am a big fan of SDLCs, or security development lifecycles, CI/CD pipelines, which do security testing along the way. So when you push a build over to GitHub, it triggers Node.js or JS scan to go and scan your JavaScript for vulnerabilities. And then that automatically pushes vulnerabilities in. So all of these automated testing kind of can help with this problem because you don't have to trust this tester as much. Ultimately, there is not a good fix for this. You can check a tester's certifications. You can check a tester's past assessments. Hiring becomes really, really difficult when you're looking for pen testers because you really need them to prove out their skills. Don't be that guy. If you don't understand how to do the testing, say something. Get assistance. Get another tester on you. If you're looking to get better at offensive security, maybe go look at some of the active hands-on certifications, especially this month. Look into Try Hack Me. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you got something out of this. If you agree with this problem, please give it a thumbs up, or this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and hack on.